Hello, welcome back everyone. It's been a while, I know. I'm so sorry, but I had things to do. I wasn't there. I moved out a few times. So yeah, I was too busy without being like that busy to actually do it. But I'm back. The same for the other channel. I Got You. It's back also. So if you want to check it out, now I'm trying to make like shorter videos. And improve the quality, even though it's still the same camera, so I'm still gonna be shape. But yeah, so basically for this side note, it's just more like a random casual talking that we have every week. Makeup free and just like, sitting here, having a good time, a good chat, just me expressing myself, what happened to me this week, my creations and whatever. So it's more like a very selfish channel actually. It's just all about me. So if you're not interested, I can understand. So as for me, this week, what happened to me? So last weekend I traveled. So I will make a small video on that one day on the I Got You channel about all the countries I've been to. Now I can add one more country to the list. So happy. Almost gonna reach 10 countries visited. So excited. So last week, yeah, I just traveled, and on the Sunday I had class Monday morning. Sunday my flight was late, then cancelled. So I only came back home on Monday morning. I rushed to class. I managed to make it. Not ideally. I was tired, hungry. But yeah, I did it. So it was not a really good start for the week. Then it went pretty okay. A lot of cancellations of classes. So I was like, oh, I'm all good. God listened to me. Karma accepted the situation. I wasn't mean and angry to anyone. So, now I have less classes. I can relax. And babe, in the middle of the week, what's happening? I got an issue with some friends who put me really low that day, and until now I'm still a bit stressed out about this, but I just need to fix it and it should be fine. Hopefully, it's just that it's a sad story. So yeah, I just don't want to share it yet because it's not over. Just have to get over it, and I have a fucked up overthing in mind, so that's not going to be easy. Anyway, this thing happened to me in the middle of the week, and today I woke up and I felt so creative. I don't know, since I came back from this travel, I was almost to tell you the country. I felt so creative, so like I want to do things. So I was like, you know what? I have time. I'm gonna reopen my channels, and I start again to write songs to finish the one I started it like a month ago or weeks ago. And yes, slowly I'm trying to get into, I want to try new things. I'm trying rapping, I'm trying to sing. This thing is very, you know what, I just started uni. I'm back to school now, so my life is a bit different than last year when I was working. Last year I didn't get a chance to explain to you what kind of people or type of people I was working with. I really wanted to do it, but I didn't have time. This year I'm gonna do it with my teachers. First, you have to know that I have a very, very, very cosmopolitan class with different students from area, old, young, coming from high school, having been to uni before. So yeah, it's very cosmopolitan. But that's not the point. We know young people, we still like a group, a class. But the teachers in that uni, my goodness, I have some level this year. I don't know about you, I don't know about what you experienced before, but as for me, guys, I'm telling you, not all of them. There are 3-4 of them, just random, just good teacher, bad subject, so just unlucky basically. But good person, so I don't care about them. I just, I have class with her, that's good. But there are some, those people, I swear, they are really, really special. I'm just gonna present to you one, two, 4 of them, because for me they are the main one. They are the one, I say I dislike. The other is just so I can accept it, but those 4. First, let's start with the god of communication, because I'm studying communications. So the god of communication, that's how we call him. basically this guy is like, he's like teaching us the main subject of this degree that I'm doing. So he's the main teacher. And you know what? I don't really like him, to be honest. Let's be honest. But you know, it's just personal feeling. He didn't do anything wrong to me. He didn't do anything wrong to anyone. It's just that basically he comes to class and he's telling you, so if you have questions, I'm here to answer your questions, you know, like feel free, we're gonna like work together and blah 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 blah. You know, like the basic like teacher talk. First question, but it's bashing someone. It's like, oh, you don't know that? What did you study before? You should know that. Oh my God, that's a shame. Oh, but these people, those who study, for example, literature, is not what they don't know. They don't know anything. It's going to be very hard for them. But you, oh my God, you should know. Like, it just bashed that guy so hard. I felt so bad for him. And basically, the atmosphere in the class is we are all stressed. We just come to class and we are afraid of asking questions. We are afraid of saying things. We do when we really have no choice, otherwise it's going to threaten us. Oh, if nobody's answering, then we're going to do like an exam right now. You know, okay, somebody's going to talk, so we're going to talk shit, of course, and it's going to bash us. I don't like this guy. So basically, he's want to show authority. That's good. I understand it's like amphitheater, it's a big class, you have to show that you're the guy, you know. But you can do it in a more smoothly way. Honestly, like, what happened? A small thing. Small example. I was, you know, like taking the list and making sure that everybody's present. He said a name. Person put their hands up and said yes. He said the name again. She said yes again. And he looked at her and he said the name again. And she said yes in front of him. And he was like, if you don't talk louder, I'm going to put you absent. And I was like, is he joking me? Is he like playing? He's playing with us on some small things. They're not going to show authority on her. They're just going to make her like hate you, hate your class, even though the topic is so interesting. But because of that attitude, I just can't, you know. I mean, like, I don't want to have any interaction with him. When I have some, is because I'm doing like a strategy. You know, if you talk once during the class, you say he's not going to ask you any other question and put you in trouble. So just say the only thing that you know or remember, and that's it. But I swear, it's like it put somebody out of the class because she said that she didn't have time to study the class. I mean, she was honest. Okay, you can ask. You could tell her, okay, next time you're done, next time you threaten us, whatever. But no, she was like, you know what, you haven't studied class, goodbye. And she's a good girl. That day she was very unlucky because she has a very bad day. I'm like, he didn't even care. I don't like that. You know what? It's just personal thing. I'm just like maybe too much. Some people think, oh, I mean, you're too much. I mean, he's a good teacher. He's a good teacher. But his interaction with us I don't agree. But you know, it's just my personal opinion. So this one, you know that the God of communication, we're not good. We really not good. Second one, same. Not on the good side, on the bad side. This girl, it's a girl. She is, how can I describe her? She is negative. She's negative as hell. I swear, guys, I'm not even joking. Like 95% of her examples when she tries to explain us something are super negative. She's talking about that. She's talking about divorce. She's talking about like cancer. She's talking about like wrong pregnancy. She's talking about like this kind of stuff all the time. You could give thousands of good examples, or you know, one good and one bad. No, she's just going to give you 3 very negative example at 9 a.m. in the morning. So at the end of her class, I'm just feeling like, you know what, I'm just going to call up psychologists because I'm feeling depressed. Why? Because this fucking girl is telling her that in the future life is shit. Basically she's like, yeah, this is gonna happen to you, or this is happening. I'm like, no, give me hope. Don't kill my hopes right now, you know. It's just the beginning of the year. So I swear, this girl, I don't know what's happening to her life. She must have like very sad life. But please don't do this to us. Don't share your suffering with us. We're not here for that. Just give a random example. You know, even like the simplistic example, it's okay. Okay, but don't give us like very depressive, like out of so many different examples, why are you choosing people divorcing, or like somebody who has cancer is gonna die? I mean, I don't want to hear that. I know it. I don't want to hear it as an example. I don't want to write it down on my paper and have to study that for the class, for the exam. So she has a friend and she's always assuming stuff. Yeah, of course, you're young people, so you must do that. So of course, you're not going to be friends after uni. You're not going to be friends after the first semester. I'm like, what do you know? I mean, she's assuming stuff that not even true. I mean, you should say probably. You should add words like maybe or most of you. No, she's just like, that's how it's going to be. No, girl, you don't know how it's going to be. So she's the negative teacher. I hate her. I dislike her. Then we have the god of communication, which is really bad for interaction, and is teacher of communication. So I think there is a problem somewhere. I'm not here to judge, everybody is different. I'm just giving my opinion. Then, out of the 4, with 2, another one. Now we're going to do the 2 that I kind of like because they're pretty cool. First of all, we have a teacher that is so cool. He just loves to talk so much. I mean, you're going to take one topic and you can talk about this for hours, and it's not even, first he starts with the topic and then he's talking about this, a story, and then it never ends, and at the end he's like, oh fuck, we don't have time to finish. Well, we should speed it up. I'm like, well, all these stories are very interesting. He knows a lot of stuff, so that's amazing. But every time he's starting to go out of the topic and he realizing this himself, so it's kind of funny. It's like, oh, well, no, I'm not going to talk about this because I'm already late. Oh my god, we get out of the topic and it's not part of the topic. It's just realizing this as when he's talking. It's so funny, but his examples are so cool, and I don't know, he's always giving an example actual life or his personal life with his children's, and comparing in different culture and countries because he traveled a lot. So it's just so good to hear all that. It's just the way that he's doing this, really okay, so today we can do that, and it's really so casual. Basically, in 2 hours of class, we're gonna write down maybe things for half an hour, and the other time you just listen to him telling us stories to make her understand the topic. Yes, but for me it's just stories and I love it. So this guy, it's a cool one. And finally the last one is I'm in love with, but not in love, of course, come on, but everybody just he is my favorite. Doesn't matter if we have him at 9 a.m. or at 6. I just fucking love that teacher. He's just so normal, so casual. He doesn't really care about the form of the format of the class. It's not okay, I'm gonna use nice words and nice sentences. No, if you want to say fuck, he's just saying fuck. If you want to criticize things, it's just, yeah, we know what kind of people he doesn't like, who actor he who actor he doesn't like, what politics he what politics doesn't like. Something that normally teachers should not do because he's influencing us kind of. But I think he finally understood that we are students. We're not school children anymore. We are at uni. We are grown up. We can make our own decision and know that what he's saying is not God. If he's giving an opinion which is biased by the own experience, we are grown enough to make the difference between the example and his own opinion and decide what we like or not. I mean, he understood, he treating us like adults, and I like that. So it's very free and just making jokes, and the way he's talking anyway is so funny. It's that the kind of teacher who came the first day to class and was okay, so I'm doing this, I'm searcher, I'm studying this, I'm doing a lot of studies on this. What's the title of the class? What am I supposed to teach you? That's amazing. A guy who comes to class and he doesn't even know what's the name of the class. That's, for me, when he said that, I started to take a paper and I said, one day I will share it with you. All the sentences that he said, and that just killed me because you cannot predict that. He's unpredictable, and that's so funny. He's so cool. I mean, I just like that. I just like that casual, and it's not, I don't know, maybe because he's not French. He also have a small accent, so sometimes when he's saying stuff, it's just, I don't know, it's just so funny. I will share with you once, but that's a cool teacher. You like to go to class to. You will like to chat with him, even though he looks like he's kind of always zoning out. You know, I mean, he's a character. But these two, the last two, they are my favorites. So basically, I think every week I'm gonna try to talk a little bit about what happened with them, because I'm sure she's gonna give me negative example. The God of Communication is gonna say something he shouldn't to students. My lovely lover teacher is gonna say something that's gonna be so funny, and the last one is gonna tell a story that is absolutely not related to the class, but it should be fine. He doesn't even know what's actually the purpose of the class. He told her that he's like building it with us, so we are doing a class that nobody knows actually what it's for. So that's interesting. Let's see how it goes. And yeah, and that's it. That's for my week, my teacher, and what I'm going through this year. And we will keep you updated as much as possible. So, as for me, that's it for today's video. I hope you have a great week, and see you next week. Bye.